Thanks, Fran. Yeah, I mean, first off, I want to say, I certainly hear how important and how consequential this issue is for folks in the room, and lots more who aren't here today. It's a really tough issue. There's no question about it. The kinds of things that that threaten this population implicate a lot of different users on the water, and the recreational fishing community is one of them. So it is a tough issue. Where we can pursue partnerships to be collecting data or supporting public awareness, sharing information on the water, that's a good thing. I think we have some good examples of that on this issue, but if we can do more there, that's something we should be pursuing. So certainly open to ideas there. I also know, and we've heard this for a number of years, the challenges that year by year changes to measures pose for folks, right? I mean, it is a lot to try and digest and try to comply with. And so when it's something new each year, that definitely creates, that makes it tougher. I know that part of our interest is to try and bring some stability to the regime we're using to support SRKW recovery. I would say we're having mixed success with that, because we are also trying to be responsive to what we learn about, what data and research has been done and what should our measures do in response. And to the extent we can, be responsive to what's happening with the population. And that's easier said than done. Drawing causal links between our measures and SRKW recovery is complicated. There's a lot of factors at play. The last thing I'll say is just sort of reiterating what I said to Mike here. The consideration of impacts is one of the key factors that we try our best to assess. While we have economic data that can help with that, one of the primary impacts and ways that we can understand what the impacts will be is through the consultation exercise. And so I think we've heard pretty loud and clear about what some of the options that have been proposed this year might mean for folks on the west side of the island, and that's going to be something that we consider very carefully. So appreciate your comments, and I also appreciate the time that you've invested in this issue over the last number of years. You and a number of others here. I mean, Pat's sitting right beside you. You guys have been in a lot of meetings on this topic for probably 6 or 7 years now. So it's a lot of time invested, and really appreciate the commitment that you've shown to it.